the fact that you should make sure you have enough of this in your day. So before we do that, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Andrea Oram, and why I talk about TMJ Tip Tuesdays at all. So the reason why I talk about TMJ Tip Tuesday every week is because I dealt with TMJ issues for 5 years. I had chronic daily jaw pain for almost 5 years, and it was a struggle. It was really challenging. It almost made me switch careers and not do what I'm doing today, which is what I love to do and help people with, which is teach music, teach singing, teach voice, teach people, and use my skills and my talents and my passion to do so. But I almost had to not do that because of the challenges that my jaw was bringing about in my life. And I write about that in a book collaboration that I'm a part of. You can find the book on my website, andreaoram.com. So you can go check that out if you're interested in that. But I digress because that's not our topic for our TMJ Tip Tuesday. So if you're interested in that, go check that out and you can read more about that there. But today we're going to talk about making sure you have enough of this in your diet, in your day, I should say. It's kind of in your diet. I don't know. And that is water. H2O. Simple. Sometimes it seems too simple, right? Because you're thinking, well, Andrea, I'm having this daily issue. Like, it's affecting my entire life. How can water just be so simple? Well, let me explain a little bit of what water does and why we need to really focus on making sure that we have enough fresh, clean water almost religiously. At least that's what I had to do as a little piece of the giant protocol that I did for myself. So here's a little bit of why, the backdrop of why. Water is recommended because it can flush toxins and other irritants out of our system, and this helps decrease the inflammatory response. Think about that. Water can help decrease the inflammatory response. That's big. Because if you are dealing with an inflammatory response, that means, generally speaking, there's pain involved. And especially if it's a chronic inflammatory response, that means that the body shouldn't even be having that response all the time anyway. You want it in an acute situation. If you have an injury, you want that because it helps your body heal and helps protect your body in different ways, but not in a chronic way, okay? When there's scarcity of water in the body, the cartilage loses its sponginess. So if you think about that, that can be an underlying issue for why your joints don't function properly because the cartilage is losing its sponginess and not providing as much benefit to your joints as it could be, okay? It also helps with the production of synovial fluid, which if you know anything about that, that's really important. I'm not going to go into all the details of all this stuff, but if you want to, you can go look up some more information on it to learn about why that is so important, okay? Hydration also helps replace water around the discs in our different places, our back, different places, and they need water to function properly. So that's super important. Another simple reason, a lot of headaches that people experience can be impacted by dehydration. So if you're dealing with dehydration, you might be having a headache, right? And headaches are a big deal for people with jaw issues. I know because I dealt with them a lot. And yes, there's multiple underlying reasons why you might be dealing with headaches. Once I started to figure out all these underlying factors as to why I was dealing with jaw pain, I started learning, oh, this is affecting my headaches, this is affecting my headaches, this is affecting my headaches. And even just helping those headaches reduce and go away was so incremental in my energy levels and in my ability to function, even though I was still dealing with some pain. So making sure that we have enough water can really impact that. Did you know that your immune system is also impacted by the amount of water that you have in your body? Your immune system requires water to work at optimal levels. So you can see how water is really, really important for our body. And if we have other things in them that can be difficult for our body to I don't know, to deal with. So it depends on what you have in them. If you are adding something like natural electrolytes, that's super good. I have a little electrolyte thing that I add to my water, and that's really good. As long as it has natural ingredients and not, other irritants or toxins in it, or, something that's not going to be benefiting your hydration. Experts also recommend a diet high in antioxidants for managing pain and inflammation. I know because that's partly what has helped me so much. And I started researching that more when the doctors that I talked to weren't being helpful. And so I added lots of antioxidants to my diet, including my red drink that I have daily. So if you've ever seen me drinking a red drink during my daily lives, that's what that is. It is super high in antioxidants. So you can learn more about that in the Strength Train Your Voice group. If you are not there already, there's some stuff in the guide section on that. So I'm not going to go into it right now for the sake of our time and because we're talking about water. But I wanted to let you know that is one way that I actually increase my water intake too, because I have a small amount of a antioxidant superfood in a liquid form that's like maybe that much of my drink, and then the rest of it is water. So I'm also impacting my hydration that way as well. All right, so there's lots of ways to help your body increase in hydration. There's lots of the reasons why that hydration is so important for our joint. And did you know, if you're a speaker or singer too, that hydrating in a specific way is also very, very helpful for your voice. So with all that information, I think that's enough to leave you with for today. But which one of those reasons do you think is the most important for you? If you're dealing with jaw pain, which one of those reasons is most motivating to you in terms of being able to get enough water in your day? And the reason I ask that is because if you have an internal drive and motivation for why you are doing something, you're way more likely to do it and remember to do it and to create that new habit than just randomly saying, oh, I need to drink more water, just because. So share in the comments with me which reason you think is going to be most motivating to you as to how you can increase the hydration of your body. And I'd love to hear what would be most motivating to you, because that helps everybody, right? Other people might be benefited by hearing what motivates you as well. So check that out. Let me know in the comments which one is most helpful for you. And I loved chatting with you today. If you're live, say hello. I always love interacting live, answering questions or comments live. And if you're watching the replay, say hello too. Oh, by the way, yesterday with our whole blackout on social media, if you were like, man, I missed Andrea's videos, I missed the live, I missed seeing that, I missed interacting with that, make sure you check out my YouTube channel because that didn't go down. So you can continue to check out the lives there. And if you are like, man, I really need to make sure I stay on that, you can get on my email list. I'll be posting about that a little bit later. So if you're like, nope, I don't want to miss out on stuff when social medias go down, and you never know how long they're going to be down when they go down. So if you don't want to miss out on anything, make sure you check out those, because I will still send out things that way if things go crazy. All right. Have the best day. Bye for now.